The emergence of Umkhonto weSizwe is, I think, the most exciting possibility, because I think that they're going to harm the ANC in a big way, following the agenda which the ANC has abandoned, which is represented by President Zuma of radical economic transformation. And central to that is the land question. You cannot understand the South African reality, how we came to here where we are poor as black people, we are in the township, we need to get work from white people if you don't understand the land question. And radical economic transformation is going to have to put the land question back into the agenda in a more honest way, because the land question has become a political football which is being taken out during the elections and immediately dropped off. That parliament is a majority black parliament, but it's failing to amend the constitution. White people, they use the political power to serve themselves. They excluded us so that they create a fake majority where they make laws to take our land, amongst others, to force us to become migrant laborers, amongst others, to the industry and mining that is there today is created out of our enslavement in our own country. So unless we address this question and robustly, we will remain tenants in our own country, and Bafana will never win any games because it is a national team which does not represent territory. A nation is about territory, and we as black people are simply tenants in this country as a result of a historical process, and we want that land. It is ours. By the way, I don't want even to farm, Prince. I just want the land because it was stolen from us. I want to wake up in the morning and look at my land and say, Izwe. That's it. The dominant narrative sponsored by Stellenbosch is one of painting those who are fighting the white system as corrupt. Prince would know that Stellenbosch forked out 1 billion rand to sponsor Cyril Ramaphosa against the candidate of President Zuma. The white world was in terror of the move that President Zuma was making. President Zuma stood up in parliament and said, black political parties must unite. As an ANC leader, in fact, Thabo Mbeki responded with a 30-page document saying Zuma is being anti-ANC because the ANC does not speak about blacks. The ANC is non-racial, this thing that Prince is talking about. But President Zuma was clear that we needed to unite all black people to realize the land question. Now, Stellenbosch was terrified, including the mining charter, which was championed by Msebenzi Zwane, which said 30% of mining rights must be given to black people in a year's time. 55% of mining boards must reflect black people. A very radical move, which frightened white capital. White capital then organized to capture the ANC. As we speak right now, the ANC is a captured party, which President Zuma clearly characterized as an instrument of white monopoly capital. But they funded that process. We all know. Nobody can reject the fact that 1 billion rand was used to buy the ANC. As we speak now, the ANC is a party of white monopoly capital. And President Zuma is the biggest threat to that project because of his left-leaning ideological orientation, where he says we must all unite as black people, use our black majority advantage. This is the biggest advantage we have, is our numerical strength, which must be turned into political power. White people, the same friends of Prince, are sponsoring all these small little parties to fracture the black vote so that a fake majority of white people can emerge and they capture the country. As we speak now, it's possible that the deputy president of the country will come from the DA, because the DA has already said it is willing to work with Ramaphosa, not any other leader of the ANC, because the ANC is a right-wing political party as we speak. And we must deal with this narrative that corruption is black. People talk about the Gupta's landing in Waterkloof. The Oppenheimers did not even go to the government department. They went to the ANC Luthuli house, the Oppenheimers, and instructed the ANC to give them an international airport of their own inside an international airport of the country. As we speak, the Oppenheimers control an international airport. They did not land in some strip they own. Imagine what it means. Our diamond, our gold is probably going through this international airport, which is privatized. And they did not go to a government department. They should be in jail, these people. In fact, this is the people that Prince should be making a big noise about, including these people of Steinhoff, who, the Guptas, they didn't know if it owned 5% of the economy, how they captured the state. This is a narrative which is created to simply protect white interest. Steinhoff is the biggest corrupt group in South Africa. And that leader of theirs must be jailed, as the banks who are manipulating the rent. That is economic terrorism. But of course, because the white system is in control, the ANC of Ramaphosa protects it, the state itself is captured, and they will not be brought to book. That is why we need this project of MK, to make sure that we bring all these criminals to book.